monthly reading. I'm Natalie and I'm an artist and tarot card practitioner living in Vienna, Austria. In Pisces, you're tired. I feel like Cancer season has worn you out. Now that I sit with you here, my body grows tired, my eyes grow tired, everything becomes very sluggish. I would love to take a nap, but too many obligations. So Pisces, what I feel like what brings you the most chances, the higher chances to be successful in Leo season is self-organization, to really take out some time to really plan your month. Schedule everything, schedule free time, schedule relaxation, because otherwise you will just get swamped with work and there will be no time for you to relax. And that's what you need. You are exhausted. You've worked through so much in Cancer season that you still feel like, that has taken a lot of energy. That has taken its toll on you and you're not yet recovered. So really organize free time. And now let's see what's coming up for you in the cards. Schedule family time as well. Forgot about that almost. Yes. So you start out the month with really having the need and also getting those kind of group time, family time. The message behind that is that you, for quite some time now, felt that you have done everything on your own and that you haven't had much time to share with others. This need is here on the table to be met, and that need is to delegate, ask for help, and spend time with loved ones without having a plan or an agenda to follow. And then, because I feel like that's going to give you the stability after Cancer season where you feel very unstable at the moment. This is your homeboy card or homegirl card, the High Priestess. It's what you do best. And I feel like this is what you're here to do to help us all in Leo season, is to look behind the apparent, look behind the materialistic world and see what's hiding. See what's not as obvious. Because Leo season can be very obvious to many of us and you feel like, oh, that's the direction to go. And you sort of miss the people who enter your house through the back door and then start to take your stuff, and you're the one who needs to give us the warning if something like that happens. So you are in this month very, very sensitive to energy leakages, very sensitive to people in your field or in your family field that are not supposed to be there, that are taking advantage of the people that you like and love, and you have a hard time accepting that. But first of all, it's all about the seeing and the noticing. And let's see, what do you have to do next? Did I say something about people coming into the back door and taking advantage of you? Here it is. So there's still emotional entanglement. There's still something like a soul contract, a former friendship, or just a relationship that has been very one-sided, where you were the one who was a bit naive in that kind of situation and you didn't see the red flags and the warnings, and now it's coming up and showing really clearly to you that this dynamic is still alive, and now you get to decide what to do with it. And what you do with it is, the cold shoulder card. You don't even, whoever this is dead. It's not even worth a thought anymore. So you're really embarking on a totally new journey. Tabula rasa, a blank slate, blank table. Nothing of them will be there anymore, and you are backed up by those people who are trustworthy. See that? A lot of dogs in here. Dogs are always a good sign. Doggies here, doggy here. Doggies are, to me, always a sign of tribe, support, loyalty, group. Oh, and then we have, so they're really, really dead. The thing is, what first of all seems like a very easy thing to do, like you cut those people out of your life, you cut these dynamics out of your life, and you're all motivated and yes, something new and those bitches are gone and whatnot. And then after some time, maybe a few days later, you start to hurt. Because then is when you actually realized what the depth of the betrayal that has been going on. And you will need some time to transform that kind of relationship into something new. Give yourself the time to grieve. Give yourself the time to be angry. But there is already the sun on the horizon. So here's the sun, interesting. And here's the sun. So you're really always walking under the sunshine somehow. It's all very much guided to be something very positive for you, even though it feels very painful at the start and in the beginning. So you're moving away from superficial, naive thinking that everybody wants something good for you into soul contracts that really work. So these two people, they have what's really called a soul contract together. It's something that is created under the universal law. And this really is something where the Leo shows up. Interesting. So your awareness of which people you let into your life and the knowledge you had from Cancer season, you really bring that into action right now. I feel like there's something out there that just says something like, yeah, it's enough now. I get it. So the realization really comes after the Devil and the Death card. Harsh words need to be spoken. So while you are creating new contracts, the old contracts need to be cut out of your life. This can make you seem like a very harsh person with very strict words and probably not the friendliest you've ever been, but very necessary so that the other party, the other person, the other people, the other group really realizes that whatever you told them is your truth and you really mean it. You mean what you say. And the Queen of Swords is the person who is not to be messed with. You don't test her. You just respect her. And then from a very intense Queen of Swords, we go to the Page of Swords, which tells me, yes, those people will be gone, but it's kind of necessary for yourself to still keep the sword up, to still be aware that those dynamics will take some time until they kind of spin out and fade out of your life, especially for yourself. So you might be tempted to excuse yourself, feel sorry for the other person, and then you start to explain yourself and that you didn't mean to sound so harsh. And this is where you could easily open up the door just a bit, and they use that to come back in again. So really keep the sword up, keep the boundaries up. Be aware that now is not the time to let them back in, if ever. And use that Leo energy. So after you made all those boundaries clear, after you really cleaned your slate, cleaned your table off of the things that aren't working for you, you have a lot more energy to put into something that is a lot more beneficial, more creative, more positive for you. I don't know if you're invited to a wedding or if you are getting married or if there's just something where we're going from a 2 of Cups to a 3 of Pentacles. So whatever soul contract started here, they will become more deepened, more stable, more serious towards Virgo season. What I also feel is maybe that's where you think like you will create a new company, a new business with other people, and that starts out very stable. So if there are business partnerships that you are starting, that's a very good point. So I feel like this is the second to last week of Leo season, which would make it around the 20th of August. And then focus onto that, make that grow. Whatever you're putting out there, it's very stable and it needs all your focus, all your attention to grow, because there's so much potential behind that. As we jump over to Virgo season, there's also time to make bigger plans. So whatever you started out with, the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles here, you quickly can see how you can scale that up. How can it grow? How can it be more than you thought it was? Creative new ideas, make it big, make it big, make it big. Good, very good reading. Maybe a hard start, but Pisces, let's look at the cards as I see them. Okay, Pisces, here we are with your reading. I feel like it has its ups and downs, but as we move towards Virgo season, things will become a lot better for you. So first of all, you're starting out with having the need or being with family, being with people who feel like soul family, really nurturing yourself back into stability after Cancer season has been a little bit more emotional than you would have liked. And then it's your job to see behind the veil. It's really your job to make everyone aware of the dynamics that have been running in the background, especially maybe not so good conditionings, not many beneficial relationships that you're in at the moment. And these really show me that sometimes you tend to be a little naive with the people who you let into your life, and this could mean that you really see them in their light. You really see the potential that they have. You really have the dream of their being, and you believe in that, but they are not acting up to their highest potential, and you start to suffer. So what you have to do is to really just let that behind you, absolutely move on to a new journey. Could be business, could be new friendships, could be traveling. This could be so much, but it's all backed up very well here with the little doggy and the doggies here. So there is the high chance that this new travel, new goal that you're setting for yourself is just leaving this here behind. But after the initial fireworks and the initial motivation, you aren't superhuman. You aren't Superman or Superwoman, so there is emotional suffering. And give yourself the time to, hi woodpecker, give yourself the time to really process what has happened in the recent years and see how the same thing might have been going on over and over in different kind of relationships that you've had, whether it's a friendship or it's a partnership or it's a lover or it's family. I feel like this kind of dynamic that happened here has been going on over and over and over again, and now you really see it and you're open to it, and you start to create your own relationships in a different way. Don't cross the ocean for somebody who wouldn't even cross a puddle for you, where it's mutually beneficial, and it's in the midst of Leo season as we see that lion head up here. The other people or new people are coming in, whether it's old or new. You for a time have to use your sharp tongue to set some boundaries and to set some things straight, because not everybody will understand why you suddenly leave some kind of friendships and they think you're kind of harsh. Maybe you are, but it has its reasons, you know. This isn't a small betrayal. This isn't a small change. For some time you really may see like you're a very strict person, but that's necessary. And it's even necessary to hold up the sword a little longer, to be aware of the dynamics that are going on, that people might still reach out to you and try to initiate the same wheel of naive taking advantage of you. They might want to initiate that kind of dynamic again, so you just need to hold up that sword and say, nah, not happening again anymore, thank you very much. And after that, you have way more energy to deal with your own stuff. So while you're not taking care of these people up here anymore, you have the energy to focus towards something completely new initiation, something that is very stable, where the other person indeed would cross the ocean for you as well. So this is a very deep bond where I feel like it comes from here and it even develops into something like this. If this is something that is headed towards business, or if it's a relationship, set yourself a goal. Give yourself something to work towards with your partner, with that, it's very necessary to keep your focus onto that one thing, make it grow, make it bigger, make it expand, and make it really take all of your focus onto this. As we go towards Virgo season, make it even bigger. Look how you can scale it up. Look where you can go. Where can you create a bigger life for yourself, a new life, a better life? And it doesn't really mean that you, I don't know, buy a new house somewhere or move somewhere or something, but it's more like an inner change, an inner kind of well-being that hasn't been there before because you betrayed yourself by being too good with others. Okay, Pisces, this has been your reading. Thank you so much for watching. If you got something out of this video, please subscribe to the Moon Shadow Garden, share it with your friends, post it on Facebook, let the community grow. So when we have reached a certain number and I feel like we're big enough, I'm going to put up extendeds on Patreon for a very reasonable price. Okay, Pisces, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you soon.